Ladies and gentlemen, every morning you wake up, you have to remind yourself of one thing. You are here for a reason. You're not an accident, and your life isn't meant to be lived on autopilot. Purpose isn't just something you stumble upon one day. It's a fire you kindle, a direction you choose, and a commitment you make every single day. If you don't set your own course, life will gladly do it for you. But here's the catch. It won't take you where you want to go. When you wake up, ask yourself, what am I striving for? What is the bigger picture? This isn't just about your career or achieving milestones. It's about becoming the kind of person you respect, the kind of person others can look up to. Purpose isn't confined to grand gestures or major accomplishments. It can be as simple as making today better than yesterday, as humble as showing kindness to someone who needs it, and as beneficial as showing kindness to someone who needs it. It's in the choices you make, moment by moment. Purpose gives your life clarity. It strips away the distractions and noise that pull you in 100 different directions. Without it, you'll find yourself running fast, but not getting anywhere. You'll feel busy, but not fulfilled. When you define your purpose, when you remind yourself every day why you're here, you give yourself the greatest gift of all, direction. And when you have direction, even the toughest days feel meaningful because you know they're taking you somewhere. But purpose alone isn't enough. It's the foundation, but it needs action to build on. You have to take that sense of direction and fuel it with effort. Don't just dream about what you want, work for it. And don't just work with intention. Focus your energy on what truly matters, what aligns with that purpose. You've got 24 hours every day, and not a single second is guaranteed to come back. Use them wisely. When challenges show up, and they will, purpose is what keeps you grounded. It's easy to get discouraged when life throws obstacles your way, but if you know your why, you'll find the strength to keep going. Those roadblocks aren't there to stop you. They're there to shape you, to test how badly you want what you're chasing. So remind yourself every day, I am here for a reason. I have a mission to fulfill, and I won't stop until I do. This is where focus comes in. Purpose without focus is like light scattered in every direction. It doesn't create heat. It doesn't create fire. But when you focus your purpose, when you channel it into specific goals, specific actions, it becomes unstoppable. That's how you create a life that's not just lived, but lived well. This is purpose. And after this, it matters. Living is not blind. Living is not blindness. Living is not blindness. Living is not blindness. This is where focus comes in. And don't confuse purpose with perfection. You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Purpose isn't about getting everything right. It's about showing up every day and trying again. It's about learning, growing, and becoming better. Some days, your steps might feel small, but even small steps count when you're headed in the right direction. Peace and happiness. Who is far more important than your negative thoughts and feelings? Let your purpose shape the way you see yourself. Too often, we let the world define our worth. We let opinions, failures, and fears dictate how we see ourselves. But your purpose is bigger than that. It's not about what others think of you. It's about what you believe about yourself and the legacy you want to leave behind. Tell yourself every day, I am not here to impress. I am here to impact. And finally, understand that purpose isn't static. It grows as you grow, evolves as you evolve. Be open to that evolution. Don't hold on too tightly to one version of your purpose that you forget to explore new possibilities. Life is about learning, and as you learn, your purpose deepens. But it all starts with that daily reminder. You are here for a reason. Live like it. When you open your eyes in the morning, before the rush of the day begins, take a moment to breathe and reflect on one simple truth. You are blessed. No matter where you are in life or what challenges you're facing, there's something, maybe even many things, to be grateful for. Gratitude isn't just a nice sentiment or a fleeting feeling. It's a powerful foundation for a meaningful life. It grounds you. Strive to maintain a gratitude foundation for a meaningful life. It grounds you, it keeps you humble, and it reminds you that, despite the struggles, there is beauty in the journey. Gratitude starts with the small things. You might not have everything you want, but look around. There's always something you have that others would give anything for. A roof over your head, the chance to try again today, the people who care about you, or even the lessons you've learned through hardship. When you take time to acknowledge those blessings, no matter how small they seem, your perspective changes. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, and that shift can transform how you approach life. Humility goes hand in hand with gratitude. Recognize that the good in your life didn't all come from you. Somewhere along the line, someone paved the way. Maybe it was your parents who worked tirelessly to provide opportunities. Maybe it was a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger who believed in you when you couldn't believe in yourself. Acknowledge that you didn't get here alone. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Humility isn't about belittling yourself. It's about respecting the contributions of others and knowing that no one achieves greatness in isolation. When you start your day with gratitude and humility, you carry a certain energy into the world. It's an energy that doesn't demand or take, it gives. It listens. It learns. People notice that. They're drawn to someone who values what they have and respects those around them. And here's the real beauty. When you lead with gratitude, you inspire others to do the same. It's contagious. Your mindset can be a spark that lights up someone else's day. It's contagious. Your mindset can be a spark that lights up someone else's day. Gratitude isn't just about looking back on the good, it's also about appreciating the present moment, even when it's hard. Life will throw challenges at you, tests, losses, failures. In those moments, it's easy to feel defeated, to focus on what's been taken away, but even then, there's room for gratitude. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything's fine. It means finding strength in the struggle, lessons in the loss, and hope in the hardship. It's about saying, this moment is tough, but I'm still here. I'm still standing, and there's still something worth fighting for. Gratitude fuels resilience. When you remind yourself of what you've already overcome, you realize just how strong you are. When you focus on what you still have, you find the motivation to keep going. It's easy to lose sight of that in the hustle of everyday life, but that's why it's so important to pause and reflect. Take a moment every day, whether it's in the morning or before you sleep, to name at least one thing you're grateful for. Write it down, say it out loud, or just think it quietly to yourself. Over time, that simple habit will change how you see the world and your place in it. Humility also helps you keep your feet on the ground when success comes your way. It's easy to let accomplishments inflate your ego, to start believing you're invincible, or that you've done it all on your own. But humility reminds you to stay grounded, to remember where you started, and to honor the journey. It keeps you focused on the work instead of the applause. True greatness isn't about standing on a pedestal, it's about lifting others up. When you approach life with gratitude and humility, you'll find that it not only changes your outlook, but also the opportunities that come your way. People want to work with someone who appreciates what they have and respects others. Doors open for those who carry themselves with grace and gratitude. And when those doors open, you walk through them not just for your own gain, but to give back, to contribute, and to make a difference. So, every day, remind yourself of this. You are blessed, not entitled. Everything you have is a gift, not a guarantee. Be thankful for it. Be humble about it. And use it to bring light into the world. Gratitude and humility are not just traits. They're tools. They will guide you, strengthen you, and remind you that life, in all its ups and downs, is worth cherishing. Every single day you have a choice to make. Will you put in the work, or will you let the day slip by? Success doesn't come from wishing, hoping, or waiting. It comes from working. It comes from showing up, giving your all, and staying consistent even when no one is watching. Hard work and discipline aren't glamorous. They're not the things that get applause or admiration when you're in the thick of them, but they're the foundation for everything worthwhile in life. The truth is, nothing of value comes easy. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't put in the effort to develop it, to sharpen it, it will go to waste. Natural ability might open a door, but hard work and discipline are what keep that door open. They're what allow you to rise above setbacks, to outperform those who rely solely on raw talent, and to keep growing long after others have given up. In the difficult times of your life, there is never a moment when you're afraid to give up. Each day is an opportunity to outwork the person you were yesterday. It's not about being perfect or trying to do everything at once. It's about taking deliberate, consistent steps toward your goals. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to where I want to be? Then do it. And when you feel like slacking, remind yourself that discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the key to unlocking your potential. It's not a punishment, it's a path to freedom. When you're disciplined, you take control of your life. You're not at the mercy of distractions, laziness, or fleeting emotions. Instead, you make choices based on your goals and your purpose. Discipline helps you say no to the things that don't matter, so you can say yes to the things that do. It allows you to prioritize what's important and to stay focused, even when the road gets tough. Hard work and discipline also teach you resilience. The path to success is never smooth. You're going to face obstacles, failures, and moments when you want to quit. But when you've built the habit of working hard and staying disciplined, you know how to push through. You know how to pick yourself up, learn from your mistakes, and keep going. Resilience isn't just about enduring hardships. It's about growing stronger because of them. There's a misconception that hard work means burning yourself out or sacrificing your well-being. That's not what discipline is about. It's not about working every hour of the day. It's about working smart, staying consistent, and being intentional with your time and energy. It's about finding balance, knowing when to rest, and giving your best effort when it matters most. Mindset, quote, the rewards of hard work and discipline don't always come immediately. Sometimes you'll put in the effort and see no results for weeks, months, or even years. That's when most people give up. But discipline reminds you that the work you do today will pay off in the future. It's about planting seeds and trusting that, with time and care, they'll grow into something extraordinary. Every successful person you admire, whether it's an athlete, an artist, a business leader, or anyone else, got to where they are because they embraced hard work and discipline. They weren't handed success on a silver platter. They stayed late when others went home. They practiced when others rested. They believed in the value of effort, and they didn't let setbacks deter them. If they can do it, so can you. Discipline also helps you build character. It's not just about achieving goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who earns them. When you commit to working hard, you develop traits like perseverance, integrity, and self-respect. You prove to yourself that you can handle challenges, that you can stay focused, and that you can achieve what you set out to do. Remember, the results of hard work aren't always visible right away, but they're happening. Every time you push yourself to stay disciplined, you're building something. You're creating momentum, laying the foundation for future success, and becoming stronger in the process. That's why it's so important to show up every day and give your best effort, even when it feels like no one is watching and nothing is happening. So when the day begins, tell yourself, I will work hard today. I will stay disciplined. I will do what needs to be done. And when the day ends, you'll know that you gave it your all. That sense of accomplishment, of knowing you've done the work, is worth more than any shortcut or easy way out. It's the foundation of a life well lived, and it's something no one can take away from you. Every day, before you step out into the world, remind yourself to believe. Believe in something greater than yourself, in the possibilities that lie ahead, and in your own strength to rise above whatever comes your way. Faith and resilience aren't just ideas, they're the forces that sustain you when life feels impossible. They're the quiet anchors that hold you steady when the storms rage and the road ahead seems unclear. And so is the power of faith that lies beneath all this foolishness and reaches out to the storm's rage and the road ahead seems unclear. Faith starts with trust. Trust that there's a purpose behind your journey, even when you can't see it. Life isn't always going to hand you answers, and it won't always make sense. You'll have days when you feel lost, defeated, or unsure of your next step. But faith is what keeps you moving forward anyway. It's not about having guarantees or proof. It's about choosing to believe that there's meaning in the process and that brighter days are on the horizon. Last but not least is what keeps you moving forward anyway. It's about choosing to believe that there's meaning in the process and that brighter days are on the horizon. Faith gives you the courage to walk into the unknown with your head held high. Resilience is the twin to faith. Where faith helps you believe, resilience helps you endure. Life will challenge you. It will test your patience, your strength, and your will. There will be moments when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. Moments when giving up seems easier than pushing through. But resilience is what turns those moments into stepping stones. It's the inner strength that says, I will not break. I will not quit. It's the fire that keeps burning, even when everything around you feels cold. Faith and resilience together create a powerful combination. They give you the ability to face life's challenges with hope and determination. When one door closes, faith helps you trust that another will open. When obstacles stand in your way, resilience helps you find the strength to climb over them, go around them, or break through them. Together, they remind you that setbacks are not the end of the story. They're just chapters in a greater narrative. Faith isn't about being passive or waiting for life to happen to you. It's about taking action, even when you're unsure of the outcome. It's about doing your part, putting in the work, making the effort, and trusting that the rest will fall into place. It's a partnership between you and something greater, whether you call it God, the universe, or simply the power of possibility. Faith tells you that you're not alone in this journey, that there's a force guiding you, supporting you, and cheering you on. Resilience, on the other hand, is built through experience. It's forged in the fire of adversity. Every time you face a challenge and overcome it, your resilience grows. Every time you fall and get back up, you become stronger. Resilience isn't about never feeling pain or fear. It's about refusing to let those feelings define you. It's about standing up after life knocks you down and saying, "Is that all you've got?" Resilience is about standing up after life knocks you down and saying, "Is that all you've got?" It's about proving to yourself that you're tougher than you thought and braver than you believed. Faith and resilience also teach you to embrace failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. It's how you learn, grow, and discover what you're truly capable of. Faith helps you see failure as a stepping stone rather than a stopping point, while resilience gives you the strength to keep going, even when it feels like the world is against you. Together, they remind you that success isn't about never falling. It's about rising every time you do. Life isn't always fair and it's not always easy, but faith and resilience remind you that even in the darkest moments, there is light. Even in the hardest times, there is hope. They teach you to focus on what you can control, your attitude, your effort, your perspective, and to let go of what you can't. They remind you that the challenges you face are not there to defeat you. They're there to shape you into the person you're meant to be. So every day, tell yourself, I believe, I trust in my journey, and I trust in myself. When life gets tough, remind yourself that you've overcome challenges before, and you can do it again. When doubts creep in, hold on to the faith that your efforts are not in vain. And when you feel like giving up, draw on the resilience that has carried you this far. Faith and resilience are not just qualities. They're choices you make every single day. They are the roots that ground you, the wings that lift you, and the fire that keeps you moving forward no matter what.